Howdy folks, we are back for week 13 of Pokemon Draft League. This is going to be the Ambercrag Excadrills against the Squirtle squad. We already had kind of a match, but we had technical difficulties all around, so we know the 6 that we're bringing and we know our leads, but outside of that, everything is going to be brand new. But I'm leading Skarmory. They're bringing Roserade, which they're going to lead with Sylveon, Tyranitar, Flygon, Sharpedo, and Kingdra. I'm very, very glad that they didn't bring Pelipper, because Pelipper is just threatening, but getting up weather for Kingdra makes it way more threatening in my opinion, so we don't really have to worry about that now. Which is good news for us, but we'll see how it goes. They start Roserade, we start Skarmory, so here we go in earnest. I'm going to get up a layer of spikes first thing, because I don't know that they have a way to get rid of them unless they have defog on Flygon, which I don't think that they do. They set up a layer of toxic spikes. It's not too bad. I'm gonna go for a second layer of spikes. They go for a second layer of toxic spikes. And here I think I'm gonna mix it up and try and destroy this thing with a Brave Bird. Oh, they go for a third layer of toxic spikes. That's not gonna work. Brave Bird, just boom, gone. So Skarmory KOs Roserade with Brave Bird. Alright, well, great start for your boy. Now they bring in Flygon. That's rather interesting. So maybe they do have defog? I'm not sure. I'm gonna Roost, just see what they want to do. Maybe it has like Fire Punch? Rock Slide, okay. Please don't flinch. Solid, okay, yeah, Skarmory takes Bubkiss from that, because Skarmory is just absolute tank. And we're back to full health, so why not get our final spike up? Go for another Rock Slide. That again does very little. We don't flinch, we get our spike up. Solid. And then here, I think I'm gonna go into Excadrill, because I'm assuming that Flygon is choiced in some way. It's probably like banded or scarfed. So we can pretty comfortably take a Rock Slide, I think. And we can spin away the toxic spikes. So yeah, they go for Rock Slide again. Yeah, that's gonna do 0. We almost recover all that back with leftovers alone, so now we'll go for Rapid Spin. I hope that they're not locked. Maybe they're baiting me into thinking that they are, and then they'll go for an Earthquake, which will hurt. But I don't think that's the case. I think they would have mixed up moves by now. So they are going to switch. Goes into Katara, great name. I'll take a boatload from Spikes. We Rapid Spin and get a speed boost. So now I'm thinking we might be able to just knock this thing out. Do I want to risk that? We're special defensive. I feel like we can take a water move. Let's just go for it. I feel like we're going to be faster after the Rapid Spin. And we are. Earthquake. Oh, doesn't knock it out. That's so frustrating, but they go for Flash Cannon. That's not going to hurt. Maybe they were over-predicting there, thinking we'd go into, like, Mimikyu or something. But their safest play was always to go for a water move there. So I'm just going to get Stealth Rock up here, because this thing is not terribly threatening if it's just going to go for a Steel move. Okay, so now they go for Hydro Pump and they miss. That is very unfortunate. Again, we're special defensive, so I don't think it would have killed us, but that is still a bummer of a miss for them. And now we can just safely go for Earthquake. So we do. Drill KOs Kingdra with EQ. 2 down, we're at full health, we have a speed boost. Toph is sitting pretty here. So they're gonna go back to Flygon here. And now I'm assuming that they'll go for an Earthquake, so we're just going to go back to Skarmory. And they go for U-turn, that's a good play. They will take some Rocky Helmet Chip though. So now what is he going to decide to go into? Maybe Sylveon? Yep. So Sylveon comes in. I know this thing gets Mystical Fire, which would hurt Skarmory a lot, because Skarmory's not too good on the special side, and we haven't invested in it, so I'm just going to go right back to Toph, because Toph is invested on that side, and it doesn't care if it gets special attack drops. Okay, so they go for Shadow Ball. Should be fine. Yeah, that doesn't do all too much. They do get the special defense fall though, which is unfortunate. But we can pretty safely go for Iron Head here, which is what I'm gonna do. Goes for Detect. Just scouting what I want to do. We'll also get some leftovers recovery, as will we. Yeah, I don't have a reason to predict anything. I'm just going to go for damage. They stay in, maybe predicting us to switch out. That does a hearty chunk. And they will go for Mystical Fire here. That does a lot with the lowered special defense, but we live it. Gonna go for Iron Head again. They might detect or switch, but we don't really have any reason to get fancy. Just try and hit what's in front of us. We go for Iron Head again, and that will be enough. So Drill KOs Sylveon with Iron Head. Alright, 3 down, 3 to go. We do have the lowered special defense though, so we need to remember that if he brings in a special attacker. Brings in Tyranitar, which will take a ton from the spikes. And it's going to get Sand Up, but I brought Sand Rush on Excadrill in case they brought Tyranitar, which they did. So I'm just going to go for Earthquake here. Tyranitar is bulky, so it might barely live, but Still gonna chunk this thing. Nope, just gone. Alright. Drill KOs Minotaur with Earthquake. And now we're fast, because we are in the sand. That is bad news bears for the Squirtle squad. Toph is in her element right now. They go to Flygon. I don't think even with a Scarf this thing is going to outspeed us, so I'm just going to go for damage. Yeah, so we're now faster. Ironhead does a big amount and gets the flinch. Goodness gracious. That's very unfortunate for them. Could have knocked us out with Earthquake there, but we have a lot of answers in the back for this. That is still very unfortunate, though. So the second Ironhead will take it out. Drill KOs Flygon with Ironhead. And their last is going to be Sharpedo. Yes. Nice and shiny. Love to see it. Take a ton from Spikes. And again, I mean, they might go for like Aqua Jet here, which I feel like they have to because we're Sand Rush. We're going to be faster. They protect, so they'll get their speed boost. I might just stay in because I'm curious if Sand Rush Excadrill outspeeds a +1 Sharpedo. Maybe that's foolish to do. Actually, it is foolish to do. I'm going to preserve and go to Heliolisk here. So I feel like they have to go for a water move. Their backs are against the wall, and if they do, we have Dry Skin. Yeah, so they go for the water move. It hits. Dry Skin doesn't matter. There goes the Sandstorm. They'll get another speed boost, but if they go for like a dark move or something, I don't know if that'll knock us out from full. Earthquake, okay. And we're on our balloon, so it doesn't impact us. Thunderbolt gone. Whew. Heliolisk KOs Sharpedo with Thunderbolt. And that's a wrap. That was GG. We had that from the beginning, I feel. Just surgical. Good game, sir.